What's up? May 7th, Doom Wizard checking in. It's been raining non-stop here in the Catskills, probably as a result of increased water vapor content in the atmosphere, something like 12%, because humans cannot stop boiling themselves in the pots that they lie. Nitrous oxide, sulfur hexafluoride,
carbon dioxide,
all rapidly reaching stratospheric levels in the 21st century. So we're going to cover state of the world, several things: politics, war, money, and culture. Checking in. You know how we do. Hit the like and subscribe. Let's start with Warren Buffett finally deciding to call it quits, throwing in the towel, downing another Coca-Cola, and saying, F it, I'm finally done at the age of 90 or something. Made enough money or not? It's never enough for billionaires. It's the next digit and the next digit. You get the drift. He sees the debt spiral that America has entered. It's unsustainable. Maybe his successor will do something different. Stagflation is here to stay for the next couple years at least. Besant, that, first homosexual finance chief for the president, is going to China to talk to them about negotiating, beef liver and batteries. What are they going to do? What is anyone going to do? We are powerless and not revolting in any of the ways that we should, despite doing no-buy blackout weeks at the big shopping retailers. Okay, let's just cut the crap. Everything is made in China. Things are going to get exponentially more expensive, not to mention as the climate destruction ensues, ports get flooded while missiles are being tossed in the air. Okay, let's talk about war. I'm moving on to the next subject. Money is shit. You can't buy much nowadays with $50, and somehow people are just popping out kids left and right. It just really baffles me. India and Pakistan launching missiles at each other over the disputed Kashmir region, which has been happening for centuries, and Latvia now indicating that Russia has every intention to attack NATO sometime soon in the next couple months, because they can't just keep spending money out the ass for a futile war, which, let's face it, they're just kind of in the dead zone, while Germany and all the other countries up their expenditure of military spending, trillions of dollars for new tanks, ammunition, including the Axis of Evil doing the same. North Korea sending thousands of troops to go get their heads blown off in Ukraine, while Kim Jong-un wants to build a resort for their families to go hang out and have hors d'oeuvres or something and slide down water slides. I don't know, okay? I'm not there, and I'm never going there. I don't have my real ID passport yet, nor my passport is updated. Kristi Noem, with her fake-ass lips and makeup cosplaying, said that that's okay because it'll just go through a few more steps. Not that I have any intention of flying soon. Flying is awful. Eating meat is worse. I'm eating beef liver tonight for dinner. And sweet potato, though. Aren't you proud of me? Little meat miracles. Okay, so there's war with humans all over the planet. That's, our favorite thing. We can never have world peace for any significant amount of time. Well, we sort of did, but there were conflicts in zones. Everyone has main character syndrome, apparently. There's a few nice people. Okay, let's get real. There's a few nice people. I put a comment up about this. I was reminded as someone came to me with their presence today. It takes a little bit of courage to just approach someone and ask to be friends. It's not that big of a deal, right? Not overthinking things. And that was the subject of this video. This no surprise Oriental girl who probably had tremendous pressure on herself, living in a city of 8 million people. This was a YouTube video, was titled, "Why Can't I Stop Thinking About Shit?" Basically like comparing herself to her coworkers, her boyfriend, everyone around her status. You just stop.
Just stop.
I was there once. I get it. But at some point you kind of have a spiritual awakening. I guess that's the best term. You rise above your problems and you say, what the fuck is the deal? Why do I need to impress anybody? And you should live an extraordinary life that you're proud of. But when you start self-sabotaging as a result of not being this or that, just stop. It's not that serious. It's all one big play. Go look at the data of how our planet's doing, for one, and you'll see that we're in inescapable runaway climate destruction. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just a rando on the internet. I couldn't say anything on this video to this gal. I wanted to. She's probably in her 20s. I was there once. Still there sometimes. That get into this death spiral of comparisons. It's futile. It's stupid. You only have you. You can't control anyone else's view of you. There's some rules on this. More on that later. But I'm glad to have you little meat miracles. Keeping each other in check. The comments are very nice. When new people come along, they're on the same wavelength that some of us have been for years. I woke up around 2020, made my venture up here. You know the story. The main character syndrome shit needs to stop. It's a result of brainwashing and indoctrination in our culture for consumer mindset. And it's never not surprising to me to hear conscientious people, or those people like involved in the healthcare or just general well-being industry to make money. They are so displeased with people around them. Like at the laundromat, this older woman who I've run into a few times before, complaining about people leaving their laundry in the dryers, which there are only a few occupied, and just, leaving the premises. And she going on and on about how could somebody do this, and I just had to look her flat in the eye and just basically tell her that people are clueless fucking morons and do not have the level of care for their environment, peer, or surroundings as you do. And you just have to have this grim, bite the bullet, truth that people fucking suck a lot. But there are a few nice ones, and it really is something special when someone has a little bit of courage and comes up to you and says, hey, I want to hang out. We've lost the art of maintaining attention, eye contact, communication. I mean, all these things are part of the reason why I got off grid, because society just went like shit since the smartphone, arguably. A social critique. Perhaps I'll cut it off there. Thank you for tuning in. State of the World Report. New wars, drink up like Churchill. You can join me for that if you want. Enjoy the moment and act as if time and what you say are the most valuable things. Advice from Healthy Gamer. Appreciate this. He says, there are two things you can't take back. That if you act as if time and what you say are the most valuable things, then your life gets extraordinary. Don't know how, but it does. Because time's ticking. This is our last stable decade on Earth, A. B, like he said, what comes out of your mouth, you can't take it back. Most of the time. There are exceptions, unless you explicitly say it so. I've said some dumb shit before. I act like a moron sometimes. As noble advice, older people look at younger folk and think, man, if I could be young again, that'd be really something. Though they'll only probably admit to you,
been there, done that.
Got a t-shirt, I'm tired of it, I had my ways. Now I'm just a grumpy old fuck complaining at Walmart because the prices are too high.
You voted for this.
The genocide continues. Humans strangling the planet Earth. Bugs accumulating everywhere. Survive. That's the name of the game. I like hanging out. State of the World, May 7th. Hit the like. Use a donation. I'll talk to you soon. See you later.